Good afternoon, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Friday, August 15, 2014, around 3:15 p.m. in Belleville, Massachusetts. It's been a little bit cloudy today, a little bit sunny, but it's in the high 60s and it's not raining, which is a good thing. Some news report. The NFL Network has re-signed host Rich Eisen to a multi-year contract to continue to host a lot of shows on the NFL Network. Plus, in addition, he's going to be doing his own show for DirecTV. It will follow after the Dan Patrick Show. So that's good news to that. And still no word on the continuing stalemate of market basket between the DeMoulis' cousins, Arthur S. and Arthur T. There's talk that the deal's trying to get done and stuff. There's been a couple of reports that the deal has already been accepted, but that was just a hoax alert. I don't know when a deal's going to get done, but every day they hold out for a deal that doesn't get done. The company continues to lose money and money and money. You don't know how long this is going to last, because sooner or later, if there's no deal done, the market basket could close down for business because they can't sustain their losses for too much longer. Just hope they accept some sort of deal sooner or later, because they need to. If Arthur T gets market basket back in his hands, then everybody's going to come, and I think they're gonna like wipe out the debt they're in within weeks. But we've got to wait and see. And that's about it on that. And my next subject is about Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman for the New York Yankees. Alex Rodriguez is currently serving a suspension from Major League Baseball for using performance-enhancing drugs through the biogenesis case. Alex Rodriguez his legacy's tarnished, and he was a very good ball player at one time, but now he's basically ruined because of all the PED stuff, and he's a tragedy. He's one of the most tragic figures in baseball history. A-Rod was born in New York City, and he actually grew up in the Dominican Republic in Miami, Florida. He was a highly touted baseball player in high school, and in 1993, the Seattle Mariners drafted him number 1 overall in the 1993 MLB draft. He played shortstop. He only spent about a year in the minors, and he made his major league debut with the Mariners in July of 1994 and against the Boston Red Sox. He played sparsely for about a month for the Mariners in 94, but the baseball strike hit, and he didn't play again that year. He spent 1995, he split it between Seattle and the AAA affiliate of the Mariners in Tacoma, and by 1996 he was a regular on the Mariners, and he had a breakthrough season, hitting .358, 36 home runs and 123 RBIs, and he made his first All-Star team, and that same year he finished second in the MVP voting behind Juan Gonzalez of the Texas Rangers. And for the next 4 years, Alex had awesome seasons with the Mariners. He hit 40 home runs on a regular basis. He made multiple All-Star teams. He won Silver Sluggers and stuff like that. The Mariners moved into a new ballpark. They moved from the outdated Kingdome to the Safeco Field around 1999, but in 2000, Alex Rodriguez became a free agent, and the Mariners could not afford him. And at the end of the 2000 season, the winter of 2001, Alex Rodriguez signs a 10-year contract that was worth $252 million with the Texas Rangers, and he played shortstop for the Rangers for 3 years, and each year he led the American League in home runs. He also made more All-Star teams, and in 2003 he was named American League's most valuable player. But the Rangers during that time period was one of the worst teams in baseball. And also around 2003, Alex Rodriguez failed a drug test for PEDs, but his name was supposed to be anonymous. But we'll get more on that later. And Around this time, like around the winter of 2003, Alex Rodriguez was disgruntled about how the Texas Rangers were going, and he demanded a trade. A trade going to be worked out with the Red Sox that was going to be a three-way team deal that was going to involve Alex Rodriguez getting traded to the Red Sox for Nomar Garciaparra and Manny Ramirez, and A-Rod was going to restructure his contract, but the Players Association refused that, and the deal was called off. And around January 2004, third baseman Aaron Boone of the New York Yankees blew out his knee in a pickup basketball game, and the Yankees jumped into the fray to get A-Rod, and they were going to move in the deal. They made a deal on Valentine's Day of 2004 before spring training that sent Alex Rodriguez to the New York Yankees for Alfonso Soriano. The Yankees have a shortstop in Derek Jeter, so A-Rod moved to third base, and he had some productive years with the Yankees. He won 2005 and 2007 MVP awards for the American League. He led the AL in home runs in those years as well. He made more All-Star teams and won more Silver Sluggers. And in August of 2007, he hit his 500 career home run. But at the conclusion of the 2007 World Series, A-Rod opted out of the deal for the final 3 years of the deal, and the Yankees got mad about that, but they worked it out, and he signed a new 10-year contract worth $275 million plus incentives if he like broke home run records, like 600 home run, 650th, 661st, 715, 755, and 763. But but those milestones probably will never happen. In 2009, it was leaked that Alex Rodriguez failed a drug test for 2003 PEDs, and he denied it at first back in December 2007 on the 60 Minutes with Katie Couric. He denied it, but once the names of the 104 players that were supposed to be anonymous, somehow it got leaked out, and A-Rod was on the list, and he could not deny it any longer, and he had to tell Peter Gammons on ESPN in February 2009 how he admitted he uses steroids, and after that, he kind of had his production went tailspin, and he got frequently injured. He won his first World Series championship in 2009, the only World Championships he's going to win to date, and his popularity took a nosedive and stuff like that. He's not going to make the Hall of Fame, and he had more controversy in 2013 when his name was linked to the biogenesis clinic, and for more PEDs, they found more evidence of him, and they suspended him for 212 games, and he appealed it, and he somehow played the rest of the 2013 season after spending most of the season on the disabled list with hip and knee injuries. And then in January 2014, he accepted a plea bargain to be suspended the 2014 season, and he's supposed to be back in 2015, but I don't know how much production left A-Rod's going to get. Plus, in addition, does the Yankees want a kind of a circus-like atmosphere when A-Rod's around every town? He's not going to be breaking any records. The home run record, 763, is not going to be broken by him. And so if it was, it would be also another tainted thing for baseball. And when Alex Rodriguez retires from baseball, he's probably going to kind of be blacklisted from ever appearing at old-timers games for the Yankees and some things for the Mariners and the Rangers. It's going to be like another Jose Canseco, meaning that nobody in Major League Baseball wants to do anything with him when it retires. And that's a tragic situation, because I really thought A-Rod was clean and stuff like that. I thought A-Rod was like one of the good guys in baseball and stuff like that when he was hitting home runs and stuff, but he turned out to be another guy who needed to use PEDs for advantage, which is tragic and sad. But I call this one of the saddest things in baseball history. He had so much talent to be probably one of the top 5 greatest players of all time, but when you use PEDs, you're not going to get very far. It's just sad and tragic. And, you know, probably he's ranks up there with, like, the Black Sox scandal and Jose Canseco and Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. They had to use an edge for that, or a black eye in baseball, but those things happen, and sad. Well, that's about it on A-Rod. I will be back again later on in the day for the 3rd and final video blog, which I'm not going to tell you about, but it's going to be very interesting. Have a good day, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Don't forget, good feedback for these blogs. I love the feedback, and don't forget, PM me if you want me to mention a subject or shout out of a promotion or anything. I won't be shouting out stuff at random. Take care, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Bye.